Oral statement by Medicus Mundi International on behalf of the Democratizing Global Health Coalition of the WHO Reform. Dear Chair, dear Secretary General, dear Member State delegates, we have read with enthusiasm the comprehensive draft 12th General Programme of Work and principles for the proposed program budget. We like to highlight some incoherencies as well as the need to add some elements of work within the 5 proposed categories. Firstly, we have noted that there is a level of inconsistency between the strong support that social terms of health and equity have received by European countries in the Health 2020 framework and the Programme of Work. According to Health 2020, the WHO Regional Office for Europe will step up its role as a resource for developing policy based on evidence and examples of integrated approaches. Unfortunately, social terms of health and equity are not yet given similar prominence and resources in the Programme of Work and the Programme budget. Secondly, the Global Programme of Work mentions that health inequities have grown and that the world is witnessing the most severe financial and economic crisis since the 1930s. It also acknowledged that few of the potential solutions to tackle health inequalities lie within the health sector alone. We believe that the Programme of Work should address the role of capital flight, tax evasion and the need to regulate the global financial sector. The relation between trade, finance and health should be adequately emphasized in the Programme of Work. In the current era of integrated economic globalization, it makes absolute sense for WHO to develop health impact assessments of, for instance, bilateral and multilateral trade agreements, economic partnership agreements, food and land speculation, tax havens and public sector austerity measures. WHO is the leading agency in guiding policy discussions and solutions for related public health inequities. Thirdly, as a UN organization, the WHO has for the last decade adhered to a rights-based approach, which is a fundamental underlying principle of its constitution. The rights-based approach enables citizens to participate and engage in the decisions and programs that shape their health. To regain the trust that it has lost over the last years, WHO needs to support and promote this approach. We miss in the Programme of Work explanation how a rights-based approach, including adequate planning, budget and results chain, will be incorporated in the 5 different categories. Finally, there is recognition that more sustainable and flexible financing is needed for the WHO to do its work according to its mandate. We urge European member states to consider increasing the assessed contribution for the WHO programs. Maintaining a zero-growth policy on assessed contribution reflects a geopolitical reality of the past. And it has the result of undermining the multilateral essence of the organization. In addition, the proportion of core versus specified voluntary contributions provided by European donors could increase considerably. Unfortunately, donor-driven priorities are still choking the WHO in progressing its member state-driven mandate. We should be frank about that. We hope that you will be able to integrate our suggestions in the next version of the Programme of Work to be discussed at the PBAC and the EB in January, and we look forward for further cooperation. Thank you very much.